Yo, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to my channel. As you guys can tell by today's title, we're going to be going over the Denver Broncos franchise history. Now, I'm sure you guys are wondering what importance this has as far as timeliness goes. It actually doesn't have any. This was actually a school project that I had to do, and we already wrote an article about this, and now they want us to make a video, and I figured because it's kind of the same style as my normal videos, I figured why not post it for you guys. So I do apologize for not having very many videos up the last couple weeks. I've been really busy with school, and obviously that stuff comes first, but I'm hoping to get back to a kind of consistent schedule here soon, starting with this video, so I do hope you guys enjoy. And as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. The Denver Broncos are one of the National Football League's most successful franchises. In 1960, they began as a franchise on the American Football League, where they weren't all that great. In 1970, they joined the NFL as part of the two leagues' merger. They weren't very good for about 7 years until they finally reached their first playoff appearance in 1977, where they also reached their first ever Super Bowl. And this is one of 8 Super Bowls in their franchise's history. Of those 8 Super Bowl appearances, the Denver Broncos have won 3 of them, including Super Bowl 50 back in 2015, and have had just 9 losing seasons in their 61-year history. Over that span, the team has had 2 very good defenses, one being the Orange Crush defense in the late 70s and early 80s, and the second being the no-fly zone in the 2015 Super Bowl season. Both of these defenses were of the best of the NFL, and even now they are some of the best to ever play the game. When the Broncos were first getting started as an NFL franchise, they had such bad financial woes that they couldn't even buy their own uniforms. To get by, they were donated college all-star jerseys, which featured brown and yellow striped socks. Not many people know about these uniforms or have even seen them with their own eyes, aside from one time in 2009 where the Broncos decided to wear them. These uniforms are unanimously known as the worst uniforms in franchise history, and hopefully they will never be brought back ever again. The addition of Peyton Manning in 2012 put the Broncos on top of the league. Throughout Peyton's 4-year career in Denver, the Broncos won 2 American Football Conference championships as well as 1 Super Bowl title. Since Manning retired back in 2016, the Broncos have had just 1 winning season in which they went 9-7. They have a very good young core of Jerry Jeudy, Noah Fant, as well as Courtland Sutton, so the future is actually very, very bright. John Elway is the team's most accomplished quarterback throughout its history, throwing for over 51,000 yards, 300 touchdowns, and has a record of 148 and 82, as well as 1 tie. Elway also won 2 Super Bowl titles out of 5 attempts, and was also inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame back in 2004, just 6 years after his retirement. One of Elway's best receivers was tight end Shannon Sharpe, who was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2011 after a long career with the Denver Broncos and Baltimore Ravens. During Sharpe's time with the Broncos, he corralled 675 catches, over 8,000 yards, 55 touchdown catches, and helped the Broncos win back-to-back Super Bowls in 1997 and 1998. Another key piece to winning those back-to-back Super Bowls was running back Terrell Davis, who played 7 years for the Denver Broncos. During his time in Denver, Davis rushed 1,600 times for over 7,000 yards and 60 touchdowns. He would later go on to be inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2017 and is widely regarded as one of the best running backs to ever play the game. After those 3 players though, Von Miller is probably the team's most successful player. Von was selected second behind quarterback Cameron Newton in the 2011 NFL Draft and is now the Broncos' all-time leader in sacks and is almost all but guaranteed to be a first-ballot Hall of Famer. Von has played in 135 games for the team, totaling 106 sacks, 464 total tackles, 25 forced fumbles, and is one of 10 defensive players in NFL history to win Super Bowl MVP. Outside of football, Von Miller loves the chicken farm and even owns his own chicken farm down in DeSoto, Texas, where he owns 60 chickens named after his teammates. And he even said in a Washington Post article just a few years ago that he will never eat any of his chickens. Back when Von was in college at Texas A&M University, he took a poultry class, and this is where his love for chickens really took off. So it's safe to say after his football career is over, he's going to have a really fun career in the chicken business. As for coaching, Mike Shanahan is the team's most successful coach, winning back-to-back Super Bowls in 1997 and 1998. Shanahan is the Broncos' all-time most winningest coach, with an overall record of 178 and 144, and a postseason record of 8-6. When asked about Shanahan, Broncos president and CEO Joe Ellis had this to say. He brought an unmatched standard and intensity as head coach, leading this franchise to its first 2 Super Bowl wins and building the Broncos into perennial contenders. Few coaches have had more of an impact on one organization as both the head coach and assistant than Mike Shanahan had over the course of his 2 decades with the Broncos. Like every team in the National Football League, the Broncos have 3 division rivals: the Las Vegas Raiders, the Los Angeles Chargers, and the Kansas City Chiefs. The Las Vegas Raiders are definitely the biggest rival of the Broncos, however all 3 of those teams I mentioned are hated amongst Bronco fans. The Bolin family now owns the team, after Pat Bowlen had to step down in 2014 due to Alzheimer's disease. Before he died though, he had this to say about division rivals: "No Denver Broncos fan shall wish any divisional rival team any Super Bowl success." This quote was something that Denver Bronco fans take very seriously, as the 6 games against division rivals each year are taken extremely serious amongst Bronco fans. Overall, the Denver Broncos have one of the richest histories in the National Football League, and will look to add on to that in the upcoming seasons with the talented young core that they've put in place.